spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Manning. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. This guy's always a big part of the game plan, and they get him involved right off the bat.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Your best players should touch the football the most. First play out the gates. I know I got a big-time advantage, big-time wide receiver. Get him the football, make the gain. I expect we'll see a lot more of that throughout this football game.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Still on his feet at the 45. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on the way to it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Power football with the run. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see it often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, the NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got it down the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Vols are in the hurry-up. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davis. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside and scramble.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The Volunteers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown ball! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Okay, ready? 42 Spider. 4.
Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Butler. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Here's a heat. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button.
He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one up.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Quick completion on the out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
They'll move the wide receiver. Just keep slinging it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense, being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flips it out on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense swarming on that loop. Oh, it'll be a turnover.
As a defender,
You love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Quarterback keeper. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Quarterback may change this route. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jefferson. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air. It's Manning. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yes, so much fun to watch playmaker.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Mack. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Manning. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive from the 42. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Jefferson. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack them. the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Going to sling it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. Intercepted deep in his own end.
You know, the problem about taking shots against cover three is that the corner playing on the outside already has a big cushion against the wide receiver, and he's got his eyes on you, so he can see the football thrown. You've got to be pinpoint accurate. If you're not, it could be an interception, and that's what happened right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back and leaves it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And there he goes. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Texas offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down.
White Lady, Brooklyn. Black 14.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on third and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a complete.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Here comes the Texas offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Complete downfield. He's loose. Inside the touchdown ball. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Dropping back, it's Manning. The short hands, it's Coleman. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Reads and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. Throws for the tight end. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Davis.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Vols will punt this one away. Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the... Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Rush is on him. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They take the lead just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top. Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. on this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Under fire. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. There's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
White 53.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's taking a deep shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. One more play to pad the stats. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.